addicts! In this video, I'm going to be talking about the WBI and my experience with it, and maybe a couple tips. It was my first time doing it, so this is what I did, and this is how I passed it.
So here we go!
So as you all know, probably, I think, applications dropped late, the 14th, 15th. I just happened to check the Facebook page and someone was like, apps drops, and I'm like, oh wow. So then I filled it out. I filled it out within the first 20 minutes that it was out, approximately, and I checked my status bar and I was in progress, and then I tried falling asleep and I was waking up periodically throughout the night, and I saw that I had my WBI email and invitation. I fell back asleep. I woke up early in the morning, opened my email, and then I remembered, hey, Haley, you have terrible internet access because you live in the middle of nowhere. What I did was I turned on my hotspot on my phone, and I'm like, okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, that's usually pretty trustworthy. So I started filling it out, and it was going all right. And then I noticed the pages started taking longer to load the next question. Longer to load, and then all of a sudden every once in a while it would come up like, it took too long to load the page, we are unable to find it. So I refreshed it, and a couple times I refreshed it and it seemed like I didn't miss any, I don't think. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going through it. And then I had a page that said, since you didn't answer the last question, we will move on to the next one. I'm like, I didn't miss it. It was just because my internet was so slow, and I'm like, oh no, that I probably just ruined my chance to get through. But it kept on going. So then I moved from my bedroom out here because I'm like, oh, maybe I'm closer to a window that service will get through better. I don't know, but I was really worried. Okay, so then I sat down and it seemed to be working better. So then each question that came up, I answered as quickly as I could, and I moved through it, made it to the end, and passed it, and said I was a strong candidate, and it said that I would be invited to pick a time slot for my phone interview. I was worried that I was not going to pass it because I missed a question, and I thought, and it kept on having to refresh. I'm like, maybe I missed more questions and it didn't tell me. But, okay, it's fine. I missed a question, and I still passed. Future Haley here. Another thing that I forgot to mention was when I was doing my WBI and it kept refreshing the page, one time when I refreshed it, it didn't go to the next question. So I'm like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? So I just hit the backspace button, and then a page popped up that said, you are unable to go back and answer questions, so we're going to move you forward to the next question. I was like, oh no, another thing. I just ruined it. I ruined my chance. Whew. But I didn't. It moved on through the whole thing, made it to the end, and it was all okay. It was all okay. So yeah. Bye, past Haley. Tips, or what I did was I filled out the questions as fast as I could. I made sure I read the questions, understood what it was asking, and then picked a choice that reflected myself. People say a good tip is to fill it out quickly so you don't have to think, oh, what kind of person am I? How would I answer that question? No, you want to know yourself exactly, and that's why it's good to answer the questions quickly so you don't have to think. So, yeah, fill it out as fast as you can. But make sure you're reading the questions and don't misunderstand what it's saying or anything. They're common sense questions. Do not stress over the questions. And another thing that I did, maybe a tip that other people have said too, is use the strong answers. I used a lot of strongly agree or disagree answers, and I only had maybe one or two neutral, and then I had just a couple in between. So yeah, just be yourself and you'll do fine. try to have strong internet access just to avoid many heart attacks like I probably had. So good luck to everybody, and I hope you all make it through and get the phone interview.
And have your dreams come true. Ha, ha, I'm really weird.
Thank you all for watching.
And I hope you all have a magical day. Minnie Mouse.